Josh, give us some sense of where you think this defense is right now as opposed to week one.
I think we're doing a lot better now as far as being physical and getting to the ball. Like week one, we had a hard time getting to the ball, getting all the people to the ball, and that was a main focus going into the next week of practice was, getting all 11 people to the ball. So I think we've been doing a great job of that these past few games, and it's really impacted the team's ability to win games, and that's a focus that we have going into the rest of the games coming.
You're a pretty vital player on special teams too. Against Houston wasn't too good, but improvement the last two games. What's kind of been the biggest reason for that?
Just focusing on the details. Last week we didn't play very good on special teams either, and that kind of cost us a game too. That's another emphasis that we have going into these next few games is special teams and clicking on all three phases of as a team, offense, defense, and special teams. That's something that we haven't really done yet in any of the games. So yeah.
Is there anything that stands out about Iowa State's offense?
No. Throughout the years, they're always a physical team, big players. Not really much on speed, but they're physical. They play hard. They do a lot of things, a lot of motion and stuff, try to get you out of position. And that's what they have to do against us. With us being a fast team, they try to make us think a lot, to slow us down a bit. So that's one of the main things we're doing.
How does that environment up in Ames kind of compare to the rest of the Big 12?
It's always a crazy environment. It's a big school. It's just going into that environment. You know what you're going into. The fans are crazy. It's just a big game every year. So.
As far as watching Iowa State, have you learned much about their quarterback and what his abilities are?
He's kind of similar to the quarterback that we played last week. He's a younger quarterback. He's started most of this season, not as much experience as the other quarterback that they had planning going into this season, but he's a good player. We expect to keep him contained, and that's about it.
Josh, you've been here a while. Is it part of your responsibility to teach all the new faces what it means to be a Horned Frog? Is that part of your responsibility?
Yeah, I feel like for any older player on the team, it's kind of our responsibility to get them into the culture. Going from them going into high school to the college level, especially here at TCU, that's something I had to do as a young player, and that's what the older players did for me. So I want to do that for them also.
This is a compliment. You're kind of a unicorn, and you've stayed at one place the whole time. Why is that?
I just always like the community of Fort Worth, and just the culture that's here that been here for several years, and I didn't want to go anywhere and start over. My coach stayed here, Coach G, and that was a big role in me staying here also. So I didn't want to go over and start with a new coach. He knew who I was from freshman, recruiting me out of high school, so that was a big impact on my decision to stay here.
What's kind of been the biggest improvement for you as a player from last year to this year?
I would say being more physical and more confident, and being able to communicate on the field. That's probably something I struggled with in the past. So just going in from this summer, learning the defense and being able to communicate to everybody on the field, being able to get lined up and play fast and more confident.
How much did you guys, as a defense, challenge yourself after that Colorado game?
Yeah, that was a big wake-up call for us. Just going into these next few games, we knew that's not who we was as a defense. We wanted to, going into these next few games, create an identity for ourselves, and we're slowly finding that identity going into these next games. And yeah, that was a big wake-up call for us, and we had to put it behind us and just move on to the next game.
Josh, we were debating earlier about hamburgers. What's the best hamburger joint in Newton? Is it the El Flamingo?
I've never been to El Flamingo. I think that opened up once I graduated from there. But when I was there, it was a Cajun place called Cajun Joe's. So there's not many places in in Newton to choose from, but yeah, Cajun Joe's probably the best one.
Either got that or Dairy Queen, right?
Yeah, Dairy Queen is not that good though.